Lucas, it's Dr. Density reporting here from freaking Columbus, Ohio. My gosh. Shelby requested this message from you. Oh, this is terrible lighting. I'm looking fat as frick. Fat and bloated. Living on a freaking diet of a gallon of milk. That's all I've been eating. You know why? Because I'm freaking on the road. So what do? What do you eat? You go to the freaking gas station and you get a gallon of milk. That's a hot, quick, golden tidbit for you. You can say a gallon of milk that's going to make me have, sharts and diarrhea. And yeah, it might. But it's also 2,400 calories and good proteins, carbs, fats. It's good whole food, brother, as opposed to eating freaking Burger King. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, listen, she requested this message a long time ago. But I don't want to freaking deliver the message if I'm not a freaking up to snuff. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been lackadaisical and lethargic. Dealing with Pensilex at the freaking Arnold Expo. You could say Arnold Expo, wouldn't that be fellow, horse hefts and heaves and freaking horse cocks alike? And no, it's fucking Pensilex, brother. People that don't hoist tremendous loads. Huh? They're fucking Pensilex! But you, from what I've heard, are not. Because you watch Dr. D and you try to hoist, heft, and heave humongous freaking loads. You know what I'm saying, brother? So, kudos to that, okay? Helping fight the good fight. Bringing back freaking hardcore training. I Googled this the other day because I wanted to watch something that wasn't just absolute pencil neck shittery. So I typed in, I said, freaking hardcore training, and nothing pops up other than just old shit, So that's the revolution, brother. We got to bring that shit back. And I will say this right now. And I mean, you watch freaking Dr. Density, so you've probably seen a video or two where I've made of Tom Platz. Was he a pencil neck? No, of course not. But he was a bodybuilder. A lot of bodybuilders train like pencil necks, but not him. He was the only one that you can watch and say, this freaking guy gets after it. Okay? So I am at this hardcore facility right now. I just finished, so I'm feeling fired the frick up. So I said, you know what? This is the message Lucas deserves. He doesn't deserve this message where I'm lackadaisical, a little hoarse, you know what I'm saying? I'm freaking talking to pencil necks left and right, front and back. Past couple days, just drained. Pencil necks will just drain you, okay? So I didn't have what it took, brother. I didn't. You know what I mean? I scarfed down a freaking 800 milligrams of caffeine to get through the day. Afterwards, I'm like, can I scarf down another freaking 800 milligrams to deliver this message to Lucas? Not today. But today is the freaking day. Almost had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? So we're clicking. Now the energy's gone, but the chest pain's still there. And that's what we want, brother. We want to push our bodies to that point where maybe we're on cardiac arrest, okay? But take care of your health, obviously, Go for walks. I think that's extremely underrated. This is not at all what freaking Shelby wanted me to talk to you about in this message. You know what I mean? She said, hey, wish him a freaking happy birthday. He's a bit of a pencil neck. I'm kidding. She did not say that. Although you would be surprised that a lot of girlfriends do say that. They said, my boyfriend is a bit of a pencil neck. Can you give him advice? And I'm like, is this coming from your boyfriend? Does he want the advice? Or do you sincerely think he is a pencil neck? You know what I mean? So it kind of breaks my heart to read these messages sometimes. I think it's all in good fun, though. But you never know. Maybe these girls just want tremendous bulbous tissue and girth, And the freaking boyfriends just aren't delivering. But I don't think you have a problem with that. Because you're watching Dr. D. Okay? Although I do think you're a bit of a pencil neck that she is the freaking horse cocking the metal tunes. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, what do you freaking listen to? Michael Jackson? Do you know what I'm saying, brother? Like, how are you going to horse, heft, and heave huge freaking loads that could kill you and snap every tendon in your body if you're listening to soft-ass, pansy ass shit? You know what I mean? You need something with intensity and balls, brother. Because that's what it takes to push your body to death. And, heavy-ass weights, that could cause death, cardiac arrest for sure. Definitely tendon snappage. Are we pursuing this? Absolutely not. But you got to toe the line. Like, if you're not risking these things, are you training hard enough? And I will say, you're going to see this video come out. I didn't film it. Another guy did, so he'll be releasing it. But you'll see it when it comes out, brother. It's probably the hardest I've ever lifted. Am I going to say it's the hardest I've ever trained in my life? I don't think so. I think I've trained harder with wrestling stuff. Freaking college where the coach is a psycho and locks you in a sauna and tells you can't have any water. I've been through more suffering than this. But this, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna tear a tendon. It was fucking awesome, okay? And that's the thing. You're like, oh my God, I can't, like little kids and pansies and stuff. Like, and I say this because I was a little kid at one point and I was scared of, I remember my uncle would come over to train my brother who was older than me. And I don't know, I guess he thought maybe my brother was a pencil neck. So we started having him do squats. My brother would come upstairs from the basement, breathing heavy, drinking, sucking down water, and then I have to go back down to the stairs and do more squats. And his shirt was all sweaty and the heavy breathing. And I was like, oh, I was watching Scooby-Doo drinking Mellow Yellow. Like, I don't want to do that shit. Pencil neck, absolute. Just funny how far we can come, right, and develop as freaking specimens. So I've learned that, like, that suffering, as long as it's short term, brother, it's fucking great. Like, that's what makes life worth living, right? You can't have the highs without the freaking lows. So you can't have true happiness without true suffering, right? So, freaking, you're gonna have Shelby, like, put all her weight on those fucking, on the calf raise, like, she's hanging on it, you got the whole fucking stack, it feels like it's gonna snap your Achilles tendon and whatnot, but you gotta keep pushing. Like, you gotta see this shit, dude. This shit was extreme. It was an unbelievable experience. Anyways, what the frick is her message even? Listen, he's freaking Lucas, loves the lifting, the vids, you getting freaking fired the frick up to hoist, heft, and heave. Does a lot of lifts because rake de la stick. I hope you do the cool shit, not the pencil neck shit. Sometimes I do pencil neck stuff. But freaking, man, hardcore. We gotta bring that back. So there's gotta be some pain, some suffering, some screaming. You know what I mean? It's another reason. Stop listening to such pencil neck shit. They don't scream in pencil neck music, You gotta be afraid. You can't be afraid to scream. You gotta moan and groan. You gotta let it all out. And that's if the music's screaming, like, you freaking match that intensity in the gym, People are gonna look at you and be like, oh my God, what a fucking idiot. Like, no, fuck you. You're the idiot. You're training like an absolute puss. Like, you're bringing some fire and some intensity. And that's what this world needs. Everyone's chasing comfort. Comfort doesn't get you anywhere in life. It's certainly not gonna get you bulbous mass and horsepower, You gotta toe the line of freaking insanity, right? And that's letting out some noise. Freaking do it, brother. Right, I'm telling you. And if you can't do that at a gym or whatever, you work out at Planet Shitness or something, it'll kick you out, then you got to just get some weights at your house. Have your freaking girl play some good music for you, and then hoist, heft, and heave and scream. I'm telling you, like, it sounds stupid. Like, oh, you don't have to make all that noise. I had people comment that shit to me all the time. You don't have to make all that noise. It's like, you're a fucking daffodil. Puss. Yeah, you do. Have you ever made all that noise? It makes a freaking difference, brother. Primordial, aggression. Like, yeah, that gets you a little boost in strength. Do or freaking die. If you're getting your arms ripped out of your torso, are you going to be silent or are you going to scream? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, brother. Freaking heavy zercher. You could rip your arms out of your sockets, right? But you got to push through that shit. As much gusto and cojones as possible. You're freaking going to let out some noise. You should. Anyways, with that being said, how freaking old are you? 28, spring chicken, brother. I'm 30. I got 10 years on you, okay? But listen, don't think, old man Del Hagen, 30. Yeah, I am fucking old, okay? Don't think you're old, but you're not young, okay? But you're not old. You're in that gray place right now. And I'm not fucking old either. You know what? Screw you, brother. I'm going to live till I'm 100, okay? If I can get my blood pressure taken care of and go for some more walks in the morning and at night, that's the secret. You're gonna live till you're 100 years old. That's what we're striving for. So if you're 28, you got 72 more years of training, okay? Have big, bulbous goals, grandiose goals. Don't make pencil neck goals, putting 10 pounds on your bench and whatnot. I hate when I hear people say that, because 10 pounds is a cup of coffee and it's your girlfriend putting a better song on. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna get you 10 extra pounds. It ain't gonna, you don't need to train for a year to put 10 pounds on. You can get 10 pounds like that. Try to put 100 pounds on your lifts come next year. And it might sound silly, but it's not, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a fucking mindset, okay? So if you're raising the bar to that standard, you will get there. And even if you don't get there, you're gonna be close. But if you're only if you're here and you're raising the bar to here, like, where are you even really going? Raise the bar to here. That way, even if you fall short, look at where you were versus where the bar was here. Do you get what I'm saying? So you got to look at it that way. And never settle for leaving the gym doing a half-ass shit, brother. If you're going to half-ass anything, don't even waste your time doing it. Only do the lifts that fire you up and that you're enthusiastic about. because eventually you're going to lose that fire and that enthusiasm for those lifts, and there'll be new ones, because then that way, if you're enthusiastic and freaking fired up to do it, you're not going to half-ass it, right? Because you're excited to freaking do it. You get what I'm saying, brother? So, like, that's the secret right there. And you know what? Maybe you're a little bit pencil neck. You don't like training legs. I would just go all in with that then. You know, just freaking do a specialization phase. You know, whatever. Freaking arms and shoulders every day, if that's what your heart truly desires. Because at some point that shit's gonna get old. It's like the old motto where you catch a kid smoking a cigarette when they're freaking 8 years old, so you make them freaking smoke the whole pack until they throw up. I don't know if that's a good idea looking back, because maybe they'll turn them into a chain smoker, but it probably will get them to puke, and nobody wants to puke again. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, that's what you want. Freaking push it to the extreme until you don't want it anymore. So it's kind of maybe the same idea with training arms and shoulders. You know, you're pencil neck, you don't want to train legs. Eventually you're going to puke, you know what I'm saying? Like smoking all the cigarettes, and eventually you're going to be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to start training my legs, right? Because if your heart ain't in it, it's half-ass bullshit. It's a waste of time anyways. And anything in life, you're going to half-ass anything in life, you're not going to get very far, right? You got to follow your heart. You got to follow your freaking enthusiasm. You got to find the joy in what you do. Otherwise, there ain't no point in doing it, right? So I'd make some freaking serious goals, brother. So that come turning 29, freaking March 31st, 2027, I want you to look back so you can look at yourself from freaking March 31st, 2026 and say, holy buckets, Lucas 2026 was fucking pencil necked. You know what I mean? That's how we got to all look back at their previous. I don't want you to ever look back and be like, oh man, I used to be so strong. Like, brother, the people that do that, like, oh, back in high school or back in the day, I could do it, like, and you're okay with that? You're okay with that? Downgrading in life? Certainly not at that age. Maybe you're 78, sure. Not 28. You're in a freaking rocket ship, brother. If you're 78 and freaking Shelby sends me a cameo request and says, you know what, Lucas has been horse and heft and heaving for freaking 50 years. He's turning into a bit of a pencil neck. I'd say, you know what, Lucas, well deserved, brother. You're 78. You can take it a little easy now. Personally, I wouldn't, but if that's what you want, you put 50 years of hoist and heft and heaving, you've earned horsecock status. So I applaud you. Okay? Now, last thing I will say, freaking birthday. You're going to blow out those candles on that birthday wish. Are you going to make a freaking wish? You're going to half-ass that wish. I want you to think about this. We got freaking time. I mean, I don't know when you're going to get this message, but there's freaking time, brother. Think about the mess. Think about the candles. You know what I mean? And if freaking Shelby's going to light them, you say, hey, I ain't freaking ready yet. Don't light those freaking candles. Okay? You got to wait an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You're going to freaking wait because you want to have the ultimate vision. Because blowing out the candles, is it a wish? Is it magic? Who freaking knows anymore in this reality, brother? Maybe there is magic. Honestly, maybe it exists. But from my understanding, it's all about planting the seeds for the future, thinking about what you really want. And, some people do it for New Year's, but I think it's the best on your birthday. Because that's a moment where it's like, well, I'm going to blow out these candles and make a wish. So if you're going to wish for something, make it freaking good, you know? So what's that going to be? Because you can conceive this idea, and then if you can believe this idea, you can freaking achieve this idea. Yeah, cornball, cheeseball shit. Yes, but not really, because every amazing thing in life started with an idea, right? So this is a real opportunity to reflect and ponder, and what is the idea you want for 28? So that you can look back and say, holy frick, man, 28 was the best year of my life. If it wasn't for that birthday wish of coming up with this vision, blowing those candles out, I don't know if I would be where I am today, because every action has an equal and opposite freaking reaction. You know what I'm saying? So take some time and think about where you want to go, what you want to be come next year, right? Does it take a lot of effort? It might take some effort, but effort don't mean a damn if you don't even have a vision in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So that is my task, my assignment, my homework for you. Create the vision. What do you want going into this freaking new chapter of your life? We're at chapter 28, brother. Is this going to be the greatest freaking chapter? I certainly hope so. Until chapter 29 comes. Then you bet your buns you're going to freaking horsecock 28. You feel me, brother? Happy birthday.